One of the skills that every leader should master is the skill of communicating effectively. That will help you with your influence, that will help you with being effective with the team and the people that you lead. So today we're going to talk about steps that you can do so that you can communicate effectively with the people around you. And when I'm talking about communicating, I'm not talking necessarily about public speaking. That's something else. I'm referring to how you communicate with the team of people that you lead or that you are in business with. And good communication skills are learned, they are practiced, and they are improved over time. So don't think that you're gonna be perfect right at this time if you're just starting. Don't think that you're gonna get it right away. The goal with this episode is to help you by giving you some strategies that can help you become a better communicator, and also creating a culture of good communication in your team. So let's talk about the first thing. The first thing is that we want to listen more. And it sounds weird, but the foundation of effective communication is listening. We have to be good listeners for us to be able to communicate well. And we have to listen so that we can respond. And this is different from reacting. Many people and people who are not great leaders, they react rather than respond. Because when you're reacting, you're not really listening to what's happening. You're more acting or reacting to the emotion or the moment. And the Bible talks about us being quick to listen and slow to speak. And that's in James. And I think that this is so important because when you listen, you gain understanding. And when you gain understanding, you can realize, where the person is coming from, what's the argument, where the comment comes from, where the behavior comes from. And understanding can really help you become a better leader, no matter where you are. And no matter if you have been leading for a while, if you're starting, if you want to be a leader in the future, gaining understanding is crucial so that you can communicate in a better way. And when you understand something, you can speak to it better. You can speak to it with more authority. You can speak to it with a clear mind. You can speak to it also with more respect and love towards the people that are around you. And when you listen well, it shows that you care. It shows that you care about the people. It shows that you care about what you do. It shows that you care about the goal and the dream, what you're creating. And it's not just about what you have to say, but about what other people have to say. And what I found and realized is that many of the best ideas that you can have, they're in your team. Like someone in your team has it. Someone in your team has a great idea that can help the organization, that can help the team, that can help the mission move forward. So listen well and listen to your team. And the next thing to be able to communicate effectively is that we want to create a safe environment. And what I mean by that is that your goal as a leader is to create an environment where people can communicate, where they can be heard, and where they can express the truth about how they are feeling. And this is crucial because there are many places where people say that they have, or leaders say that they have a good communication, but there's not really an environment where people can talk openly about their feelings and talk about what they're going through and talk about their ideas. And you wanna be able to create an environment where people can communicate and they can be safe. They can say things in a safe place, knowing that they will be heard, they will be understood, and they will be guided. Because not just because it's a safe environment, that means that every single comment and every single argument should be taken and should be followed, but every one of those comments should be listened to, and people should and they need to feel like they matter. like they're important. So you want to create a space where you allow for those things to happen. And let me ask you this. Have you ever been in an environment where you can't communicate with freedom because you're afraid, because of fear? And it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy to be in a place where you feel like you can't communicate because your opinion or your emotions are gonna be overlooked, and or because you feel like you're not gonna be cared for. It's very unhealthy. So you wanna be the difference. You wanna create a place where people can feel safe and they can communicate. As a leader, you are the one who sets the environment. You are the one that sets the culture. It starts with you, and then it goes to your team, and then it goes to other people, but it starts with you. And if you don't communicate, and if you're not creating that safe environment, then you can't expect for people to communicate effectively with you. And you can't be frustrated when communication from the team doesn't happen if you as the leader is not communicating as well effectively. And one of the things that helps you with that is just being open and being honest and being having a heart that's vulnerable to what's going on, to what's happening, and opening up and being honest with your people and telling them about even your struggles and telling them about your emotions so that they know that you're human, so that they know that you also have things to work on and that you're working towards. But we have to do it as a team. And a sign of healthy leadership is honest communication. Is honest communication from you and among the team. So if I go to a team or I go to a meeting and I see that the team is communicating in an honest way, that's a sign that that team is healthy. And healthy teams and healthy leaders produce healthy leaders and healthy teams. So they reproduce what they have. And just how you can reproduce good things, you can reproduce bad things. That's why it's so important that we're aware of what it is that we are creating. And every time when you go to or you see an unhealthy place of communication, you see that this happens a lot. That maybe people are giving ideas or they're giving their opinion, and immediately they're shut down. Immediately their emotions are shut down. And every time you shut down an idea or a comment or an opinion or an emotion, you are shutting down the ability of other people to communicate, and you're shutting down the ability of other people to feel comfortable and feel safe. And that's the last thing you want to do. So you want to be really responsible in allowing for that, again, that place, that safe place of communication with where people can speak about how they feel, they can speak about their ideas, and you can work with those things together. And the last thing, or the third thing that we're going to talk about is, for us to communicate effectively, we look for emotion. We use emotion and we look for emotion in a good way. And that is because people connect through emotion. So when I spoke about us being open and being honest, people will connect with your emotion. They will connect with your stories. They will connect with your feelings, because that's how we are emotional beings. We as people, we connect with people that go through similar things or people that are in similar life situations. So you want to connect through emotions, and the better you connect with others, the better you'll be able to communicate with them. So if you connect with them, they will receive your advice better, they will receive your comments better, and they will be more willing to build with you. So when you talk to your team and you talk to your people, use experiences, use moments, use funny moments, sad moments, difficult moments, good moments. Use moments and feelings to communicate, but not only use emotion, you ask for emotion. And the way that you do that is by asking questions. So if you're having a meeting or you're having a conversation, you can ask things like, how do you feel about this? Or how was it in that moment? Like, what happened in that moment? How do you feel in that moment? Or what helped you in that moment? Or what are you looking forward to in the next year? You ask for emotions, you ask to know, and you ask people, like I said, about their lives, their stories, their feelings, and you use that to connect. And that helps you communicate better. And the most important one for me, in my personal opinion, is that you always want to let honor lead the way. What I mean by that is that everything that you do should be done in honor. Honor from the head to the body. Honor from the leader to the people, to the volunteers, to the people that you serve, to everyone. You need honor all across. Always lead the way with honor. Let everything that you say be honorable. Let everything that you say be respectful. And I believe that the people are more willing to listen if you communicate with honor. If you communicate with love. If they know that you care about them, they're gonna listen to you. Even if they don't like it necessarily, they will honor that, they'll respect that, and they will follow you because you showed them that you care and you showed them honor. If you communicate with honor, soon enough you will create a culture of honor where everyone will be communicating with each other and showing honor. And that is the beauty of being a leader, is that, like I said, you have the capacity and you have the ability to create the culture. So what culture are you creating? What culture are you setting for your team and for the members of your church, or the members, or the people in your business? So you have the ability to create that culture, and I promise that if it's a culture of honor and you lead the way with honor, you will create honor not just in the people but in everything that you do. And these are 4 steps that you can apply today to any area where you have to communicate, where you have to share ideas or strategies, and that you have people around you. So start implementing those today. Thank you guys for tuning up to another of these episodes, and we will see you guys on the next one.